Morris, just before Rev speaks, I want to ask you, sir, this whole matter that Andrew has raised about, you know, learning self-love. How do we even get started with that kind of thing? I you know, suppose I was growing up in a family where my father was an alcoholic and all he did was to come in and after he talked about my mother in box with them as children, and suppose all I've ever known is violence and, you know, how do I get started on the journey that Andrew has whet our appetite on concerning this whole self-love, knowing who I am first? You know, how do we get started?
Okay, good night everyone.
Good night.
I apologize for my not knowing Kingston, so at this hour, I normally go to the country. I head for Wilby after work, so didn't understand the pain, you know. You feel getting on this side. But I'm happy to be here. As it relates to self-love and a number of those fancy terms that we use, maybe those persons who were born after 1981, pretty much we have grandmothers that are born after 1981. They may be comfortable and familiar with that. For persons who are gone over 40, it's catching up. I must say that apart from many of our privileged young people, young adults and adults, the whole matter of self-love and so on, is for a large number of persons, it is still something in the books, something that you hear, or something you pretend you understand. I believe that coming to that point or that place of understanding self-love for the large majority of Jamaica, not the privileged minority, okay, not the articulate minority as one politician says. The only place I know where you can learn that and in a genuine way is in, I want to say in church, but I say that advisedly. It is in relationship with someone who has come to terms with it. And I believe that God has taken a number of persons through the hard road, women and men, ministers and mothers in the church who can help us. A number of us who have gone to college and have had the privilege of our college education, we kind of get exposed to the theory when we start to do introduction to psychology. But love is more than a mind game. Love is not psychology. And that is why a lot of persons who go to the psychologists and the psychiatrists and so on still find themselves hating themselves, still lost, because it's a hard thing. And you know, if time permitted me, I could share my journey of dealing with my own insecurities, growing up in a single parent home, a loving Christian mother, but frustrated by the circumstances of, you know, trying to get 10 children to become somebody. There's not enough to go around for extras for everybody, so you just got to be satisfied with what you get. Hopefully, in church or some places you get it. So it's your self-love, and I want to say to those who are here, and you may be among the millennials, you know, the young people, and you still don't understand it, don't give up hope. I think that there are more persons now who have gone through the hard knock university available to help you. And don't depend on the fly-by-night pretense. Love is serious business, and you're not going to understand it until you give up your heart to it. So I cannot bear with you. I don't think preaching alone is going to lead to the sermon. I think preaching may be a starting point. But I suspect, based on my experience, that there's something more, and it is called discipleship in church, or mentoring, or, you know, the modern term, where people bear their soul and tell you what they've been through, and tell you how they overcome. And not many of us have a meticulous, systematic way of explaining it. For many of us, it's just a revelation on the altar one night when the Holy Ghost just flood your soul and you decide that you're not going to mess up again. You're not going back this up. You don't know where you're going, but you know where you're not going.
Are we hearing you saying, sir, that we're going to have some hard knock experiences before we can...
No, I think that...
Is there a way to say to 17-year-old Jody that you don't have to go through the thing anymore?
No, she don't need to. She have you. Okay? This church has a number of persons who have gone through.
Jody is not very trusting because
she has you as backup, but she don't really need to stand with you. But she's in an environment where she has the assurance that this is important. And when you preach it, she begins to internalize it. And then she begins to look around for people who look like what you're preaching. And it may take a while.
So you're saying that a good example is important.
A good example is important, and I would say...
So then we would say to our young adults and young people that, you know, although the church is 1,000 strong, 500 strong, 200 strong, and there are many struggling people in the church, when you look on, you kind of wonder who we can follow.
Yes.
But God always has a few exemplary people that you can look at and say, I like how that gentleman orders his life, like that woman, and you should feel free to trust to go and say, I'm having some issues, is it okay to set a time so I can talk some things through with you? Is that kind of what you're suggesting?
Yes, and I would say that it is our responsibility to help them to discern and not necessarily depend on their feelings and to feel their way around. So for those of us who lead and teach, we must outline the principles, what to look for. What are the signs that it may not be real, even though it feels real and it looks real. We have to develop our young people. Because let me tell you something. Our young people today, whether they are saved or not, the millennials, they can look through you.
Who are the millennials?
They are always looking for mistakes and hypocrites.
Who are the millennials again, sir?
Well, roughly those born after 1981 up to 1999. That band there, that is what, you know, Pew says. It may not necessarily stick to that for Jamaica, but it may make sense a little beyond that. They are very idealistic, but at the same time they're not trusting. They don't trust.